The fucking world is out of balance, for Christ's sakes. Hey, what do you hear? What do you say? My Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Google+, your sister's ass, a Pony Express, a very ticked off Vic here. You know what ticks me off? That so many people believe a conspiracy theory that this new version of the coronavirus is fake. Now follow me. You want to hear something interesting? When America became America in 1776, there are about 20,000 residents total in the 5 boroughs of New York. For those of you who don't know it, the 5 boroughs are the Bronx, Manhattan, Staten Island, Brooklyn, and Queens. So 20,000 people total were spread over the 5 boroughs and living there. And most of the 5 boroughs was still natural back then. Trees, forests, open areas, dirt roads, beaches, and clean water surrounding all the boroughs. The Hudson River, the East River, and so on. So now today, on the same exact amount of land, the 5 boroughs has 18 million people. Okay, now just think about that, what I just said. Almost 19 million residents in the 5 boroughs now. And all the trees and dirt roads and forests and open land has pretty much been replaced by concrete and steel and buildings and roads and parking lots. So not only are there 19 million people eating and shitting and littering in New York City, but all the nature is gone at the same time. So back in the 1700s and 1800s, when it rained, the rainwater soaked into the ground and it was purified, and the rivers had natural groundwater to regenerate them, and everything was nice. Now the rain washes the piss from the bums and the oil from the cars and the poisons from the garbage into the sewers, and the sewers dump all that shit into the rivers. You can't eat the fish in the East River. Who did that? The beavers? No. Man destroyed the beautiful ecosystem that was the New York's 5 boroughs. So here's my point. What has happened in New York City has happened all over this country, in cities and suburban areas, even in rural areas now. We replaced trees and open spaces with concrete and parking lots, and we replaced the clean water going into the ground with sewage and runoff that has oil and weed killer and gas and piss and everything else you can imagine in it. And you wonder how this new strain of virus formed? Really? You wonder why superbacteria, diseases, and viruses are forming now? Man took the Garden of Eden and turned it into a fucking porta-john after a college football game on a hot summer day. The fucking world is out of balance, for Christ's sakes. Don't you get it? Nature was in perfect harmony before man. Nature is always in perfect harmony. But what does man do? Man shits on the planet. He shits in the oceans. He shits in the air. He even shits in space. Yeah, there's space junk. A lot of it. There are over 7 billion people on this planet now, dumping oil and using Roundup and dumping hypodermic needles and radiation and chemicals. And some people are surprised that we have new, stronger viruses developing today. How many more people can the planet take? How much more pollution and dumping? We're creating breeding grounds for super diseases and super bacteria and super viruses because we keep adding ignorant stuff and jerk-off pigs to the human population, and we are running out of place to put their shit in pits and garbage and chemicals. You think having a giant dump in Staten Island next to water is gonna make the water cleaner and dirtier? You think the fucking shit leaching out of that dump is gonna make butterflies and birds or germs and bacteria and disease? Listen up, people. We better get our shit together, or we're gonna see viruses and bacteria and germs that we won't be able to battle at some point. We're gonna wipe everyone off the face of this fucking planet, and the planet will be fine. Oh yeah, over time the earth will heal. That's what nature does. Everything will be fine someday when man is gone, but we don't have to be gone. We don't have to destroy the fucking planet. You can have it all. You can have all the money in the world, but what will you do with it when you can't breathe the air, drink the water, or grow anything in the ground? Whatever happened to the famous adage, you can take it with you, or if you have your health, you have everything. What the fuck are we doing? Why isn't the government doing anything to fix this? Why is our government rolling back every fucking Environmental Protection Act we had in place? That so many people believe a conspiracy theory that this new version of the coronavirus is fake, that's what fucking ticks me off.